starts with an L? Point to the one that starts with an L. Where's the label that starts with an L? The labels are up in the picture, remember? What do you think that word might be? Can you stretch that word? Very good, Eve. Say it out loud. Log. That's a log. What about the other one, the one that starts with an F? What might that label be telling us? The one that starts with an F. Ooh, you found a chunk. You found a chunk in there. She found is. Are there any more chunks in there? Ooh, in. Okay. So what is that pointing to? What is that label telling us this might be about?
Fishing.
Ooh, fishing. Okay, so fishing what? Fishing rod. Fishing rod. So what are the raccoons doing on this page? They're fishing. They are fishing. Let's look at page 3. What might they be doing on this page? Look at the picture to help you with some clues.
The baby's
Okay,
sleeping.
they're swimming. Ooh, and the baby's sleeping.
And the stroller.
Because earlier when I introduced this book, we said the baby sleeps all day. And what does he do all night? Cries.
And
Okay.
then he cries all night.
Oh, and he cries all night. And then what happens to the adults when he's crying all night? Can they sleep?
They try to sleep.
They try to sleep, but what happens?
They can't.
They can't. Okay, turn to page 4. Turn to page 4.
They're going on another hunt.
Ooh, they might be going on a hunt, or what might else they be trying to do?
They are making a fire. Climbing up the hill.
They are climbing up the hill, so they like to climb on their vacation.
They're doing camping.
Ooh, they're doing camping. What are they doing over the fire?
They are cooking hot dogs.
They are cooking, so that's how they're going to make their dinners. They're cooking.
I see the show, but I can't crying.
Oh, the baby's not crying yet, is he? You notice that?
Doggies.
Look at the last page. Look at the last page. Page 6. Look at, what are they trying? There, the baby's crying. And what's happening to the others?
They can't sleep. This is car.
That is car. Excellent. Okay, let's turn back to the front. Let's remind ourselves what the title of this story is. What's the title of this book? What does that start with? What letter does this word start with? It's not an I. What's that tall word? Tall letter? L. Okay. This is one of our sight words. Do you remember what that might be? Okay. Let's stretch it. Like. It's not lick. Look at Mrs. Weiss. Like. So let's try again.
Like to sleep.
Sleep. Start over.
We like to fish.
Remember, if Mrs. Weiss isn't reading with you, you're whisper reading.
We like to climb. We like to.
Let's start that word. What letter does that word start with? What letter is this? What letter is this?
We
C.
like
And what does C say?
sleep.
What does C say? K, like cat? K. So if we have C, let's go all climb. Because we also need to look at the picture for a clue. Okay, so read the sentence over.
We like to climb.
Good. I like the way you're pointing at those words. What does the word start with? We have to look at that first. We have to look at that first letter. K. There you go. Do you know what O says together? It's kind of like book. Book rhymes with what? What are they doing over the fire? Okay, it rhymes with look, but this starts with K. What does C say again? K, and it rhymes with book. Cook, cook, cook. So read the sentence over.
Okay. So you're stopping on the word you don't know. Leave your finger there. What's the first thing you're going to go and do? When you don't know this word, what's the first thing? Is that the first thing you're going to try, or are we going to go and check out our picture? Okay, let's go check out our picture. What's going on? So let's try.
Sleep and I. Sleep and I.
What's your next strategy? You want to check for sounds?
The sun is up.
Birds. Do you see those sounds? Okay, now what do you want to do?
Birds are up. I am up. I sleep and
Birds go to sun. Does that make sense in your brain? The birds go to sun.
is up. The sun is up. The
Let's see.
birds are
You said sun. Check your sounds. What do you see at the beginning? Sun. Do you hear an S? Do you see an S? Good. What about at the end of sun? What do you hear in the last spots? Do you see an N?
down.
So let's try something else. Okay, if your picture's not helping you, what strategy do you think you want to try? You want to start the word with your mouth. All right, that sounds like a good strategy. Try that. I could sleep. Okay, I heard you say sleeping. You see ing at the end of that word? So what do you think? You look at the sounds. Look at the sounds. So we say slept. What makes sense? Say it. Now read that with that word and see if that sounds right in your brain or something else. The birds go to slept. What would sound better? Do we say slept? Try. Does E make one sound or two sounds? Two sounds, and you're trying it with the F sound. Do you think maybe it would sound better if we tried it with its other sound? Try that. Look at the word. Now try it with that word. Does that sound better in our brain? Good. Look at the words. Don't look at me. The answers. I want you to look right here at the words. Use your picture first before we sound out, please. I go to what? Try that, please. Okay, I want you to stop for just a second. And you read that sentence exactly right. You said, the sun is up. Okay? But I heard you read like this. The sun is up. Let's go back and read that with a good reader voice, okay? Well, how would you say that? The sun.
Away, baby. Go away.
I love how you were paying attention to the punctuation at the end and you changed your voice. Now, do you think he's excited with that exclamation point, or do you think he's mad?
He's mad.
Why is he mad?
Because the baby messed up his train.
The baby messed up his train. Okay. Do it for me. Good job.
Go away. Bobby has Bobby's
do to the tree in this story to make it look like a spring tree?
They made flowers.
They made flowers out of what, Kaylin?
Paper.
Paper. What else did they make, Diana?
Leaves.
Okay, so what did Ben and Matt think of the tree at first?
That it didn't look good. That it didn't look good.
It didn't look good. And why did they want to make it, why did they want to change it to make it look different?
Because it was too much, or they wanted because the teacher said for them to help her make it beautiful and
Make it beautiful for what, Kaylin? For spring, because spring was coming, so they wanted to make it look like that.
And
So
one of the girls decided that they could make flowers.
yeah, they could make flowers out of what?
Paper.
Paper. Why don't you open your books to page?
Okay, in our story, looking down, what were we trying to figure out when we started reading?
Looking at the pictures.
No, whenever we were reading our story, we were wondering where the
Cat
cat was, because she was looking down,
and she could not find it.
and where did she end up finding it?
In her room.
In her room. It was in her room, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a tricky part.
It was a tricky part, wasn't it?
She didn't know.
She didn't know. And what was our word that we were, our ending sound that we were looking for? Ing. Ing. And what were they doing in there? What were some of the things that they were
You said
doing?
doing.
Digging. And what else?
Chasing.
Chasing.
Cleaning.
Cleaning. And what else?
And
What was he doing?
digging.
Digging. And what was one more? What was the grandfather doing? Sweeping. Sweeping.
Let me find that.
Great job reading that. You can go ahead and put that on.
Yay, here you go, Miss Munoz.
All right. How do you spell my, Levi? M-Y. Brianna, on our word wall, what letter is my under? It's under the letter M. That's exactly right. Okay, erase M and say erase mine. Say see you later, mine.
See you later.
Okay, we're gonna write another word that we saw on every page of our book. Are you ready, readers?
Red.
I want you to write the word here. 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 Think about what sound you hear first and where you could find it on the word wall. Here. What sound do you hear first, Christopher? What do you hear next? Where can you look up on it? So what letter comes next? Awesome job.
I can do it without looking at the
I am so glad. You writing it fast. All right, let's touch and spell it together. Are you ready? H-E-R-E. Here. Very good, readers. Okay, erase here and say see you later here.
See you later, here.
All right, I have one more word that was on every page in our story.